What's going on, fam? Testing, testing. I hope everyone can hear me. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you for everyone that's joined this live stream. I hope you're all having a good day. And I'm excited for you guys to join me on live. So today, I want to try and break my record of the longest ever live stream that I've done on YouTube. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to be doing other things. But feel free to say hi when you jump onto this live stream. Let's chat. Ask me anything. As much as it's a live stream, I want you guys to benefit from it as much as possible too. So if you have any questions about training, nutrition, lifestyle, or any questions about me just in general that you want to know, I want to benefit you guys as much as possible. So feel free to drop some questions below, and I want to help you guys as much as possible. And I hope you guys are all having a great day. Hi, Cassie. How are you? I want you guys to have the best day. Of course, please hit that like button as well. Please support me. I appreciate everything you guys do. I've got some crazy big videos, and I can't wait to share with you guys and help you guys as well too. What's up, Takia Genji? What's up, Jack Boy? I love it. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So yeah, what's up? What's going on with you guys? Hi, Alan Gilchrist. How are we? How you guys all doing? It's good to see everyone on live stream, and thank you for joining my live stream again. You guys are absolute legends and the real MVP. So thanks again for joining me. This is awesome. This is awesome. How are we all doing? And again, where's everyone from? Where's everyone from? Hope you guys are having a great day. Sorry I haven't been on here for a while. I was in the hospital and I'm like, oh no, I'm really sorry to hear. I really hope you do get better soon. And yeah, it really sucks to hear. But one of the things actually when it comes to our health is sometimes we take it for granted. So I hope you are feeling good and feeling better. And sometimes when we are not feeling well, like I know when I'm not feeling well, I start to appreciate the times I was feeling well. So I really wish you the best, and I hope you do feel better soon. Cassie, hope you're doing good. Ooh, okay, my chat is being a little bit glitchy here, so I want to make sure, I want to fix it up and make it big again. I'm struggling to see everyone's messages. There we go, we're back. Love from India, and Alan Gilchrist from India, Takia from Asia. Woo! And you're from Utah, Cassie. That's awesome. It's really good to see people from so many different places come together, especially through live stream as well too. Now let me ask you guys a question. What have you guys been doing with your training? Do you have any fitness goals as well? Because again, I want to help you guys as much as possible where I can. So that's one of the biggest things from this live stream. I want to be able to help you guys as much as possible. It's not just me coming on here. Again, it's about me trying to help you as much as possible. And if there's any way I can help you guys with your training and nutrition too. So that's something I'm pretty excited about as well too, to help you guys as much as possible. So if you have any questions, training or fitness related, please hit me up and let me know, because I want to help you guys as much as possible. But it's good to see people from different places. Also, I want to see how long we can keep this live stream from. I want to break my record of the longest live stream I've done. I think an hour will probably be the longest I've done, so I think that should be pretty easy to break it. I want to be able to do 40 push-ups in a row, because right now I can do up to 30. Okay, Cassie, how often are you doing push-ups? How many times a day do you do push-ups? Because this is actually really cool. I want to help you and help you smash these goals. That'll be actually epic. How many days a week are you doing push-ups? This is gonna be epic. Because if you're starting off push-ups and you want to get better, I want to help you. Try adult muscle body weight training only. Any advice from me? Okay. So when it comes to body weight training, if you're trying to increase the tension in the muscle with body weight training, it is awesome. So let's talk about the nutrition perspective of things, okay? when it comes to body weight training, what are you doing with your food to add muscle? You have to make sure you're fueling yourself, making sure you're eating the right foods, because that's a big thing, okay? So make sure you're getting your protein, getting your carbs, and like you do normally, okay? Now with your training, because you don't have a maximum load to actually tear the muscles, what you can do to improve your training is you can slow down the movement. So let's say you're doing some push-ups. Instead of just going for all the push-ups, slow it down and you're going to increase the tension on the muscle. So you're still going to be able to get more out of it without using heavier weight. So if that makes sense, you're still going to get tears. You can do some isometric holds, you can do some squeezes, and these are things that you can actually use to challenge yourself, especially when it comes to body weight training. And Cassie, 30 push-ups a week at least. So you do 30 push-ups a week at least. Okay, so what you can do, Cassie, in my personal opinion, is, and what I'll do is I'll basically try and aim for a little bit more, as long as you recover. So maybe like every second day at least, maybe I'll try and do 30. Also, when I was sick in the hospital, I lost 30 pounds in a week. How do I get that back? It comes down to your food as well too. And when you're sick and you're not training as well too, your muscles sometimes also go flatter. They don't hold any glycogen and water are also things that contribute to weight. So you put the weight back on, no doubt, once you get everything back to normal. But take your time, let your body actually be ready for it. Don't just go hard into it, because your body needs time to adjust as well too. By eating, it all comes down to eating and making sure you're a little bit more consistent with your eating as well too. So I hope that helps you guys as well too, because I want you guys to be able to benefit as much as possible from it. Again, that's why I'm here on stream. I want to help you guys as much as possible. I do 500 push-ups and 1,000 squats a day, but the problem is just I only do one variation. I don't know how to progress in variations. Okay, when it comes to variations of push-ups, that's a good one too, because you can hit different angles and different parts of your chest and your arms, and variations again can actually target your chest or target your arms too, depending on how far and wide you go with your push-ups. So there's different. I actually have another, like a video on my YouTube, and I'll try and do another one if you want just different variations of push-ups, and I think that might actually be beneficial for you. So when this stream is over, if you jump out and comment below variations of push-ups, I know after, so I also remember to do a video on that, because that could actually help you quite a lot. Push-ups is one, but then you've got different exercises if you want to do at home. You can do some pull-ups as well too. You can do some plank holds. You can do, like, there's so many different exercises that you can do, and even just from home you can utilize like bottles of water and stuff like that as well too. If you have dumbbells, you can basically do everything that you can do in the gym too. My personal advice to you, if you're trying to build muscle, will be to get some dumbbells at home too, unless you have a bar that you can work on from home. Using the bar is awesome because you can get full body workouts in, or even just go to the playground as well too. You'll be able to get all the stuff to do more calisthenics based training. Hey Barath, how are ya? Hey Isaac from Kenya, what's up? Thanks guys. Guys, please also support me. Hit that like button. I want to get this stream, not only the longest stream, but I also want to get it and make a massive stream as well. Again, I want to help you guys as much as possible, so ask me anything, and I want to help you guys. The pleasure is mine, brother, and I hope this helps you as well. And come back and let me know for sure too, like how you go with this, because I'm keen to see you guys progress, and this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be cool. It's good to see you guys do well. That's my goal. That's my dream. Did you get your splits yet? Oh shiz, I didn't think you were gonna pull me up on that. No, I haven't got my splits yet. I got a bit lazy. Okay, so this is a reminder that, guys, I'm not perfect as well. I did set the goal that I wanted to do splits, and I was telling you guys on YouTube how much I really wanted to. I got a little bit lazy, and when it comes to stretching, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my strongest suit, and I get very lazy while doing this. I kind of stopped a bit more. I'm gonna actually make it my goal to start stretching again, because I actually noticed how good my joints were when I was stretching daily. Like, that was one of my biggest things, and maybe I should actually make my next challenge on my YouTube a daily stretch. So that might be good if you guys would join me with it too. Bro, my age is 12. One day I'll do 10 push-ups, but my neck is in so much pain. Okay, when you're doing push-ups, try and focus on your form and technique, especially when you do this, like when you're trying to push up and you're going too far forward, you can activate your traps a little bit too much more, and your neck might start to hurt a bit. So just be mindful of your form and technique. You're young. Don't stress too much about trying to get crazy amounts of push-ups. But I remember when I was also young and I tried to get 10 push-ups, mainly because one of my mates was doing push-ups and he would get to 10. By the time I saw him do 5. By the time I got to 5, he got to 10, and it was annoying me, and I was very, very competitive. So that's me as a person. Cassie, okay, I'm here to remind you. Thank you, Cassie. I'm gonna get the splits, and I'll thank you for that as well. Mr. FK, what's up? What's up? That's a very interesting name, Mr. FK. How are y'all doing, guys? How are y'all doing? This is good. I like seeing everyone do well, and again, like I said, keep pushing those questions in, because I want to help you guys as much as possible. Where's my silver play button? Oh, it's coming actually. I've actually I've actually applied for it from YouTube. So YouTube is I can't wait. Once it comes, guys, I'm making a video on it. So you guys stay tuned. I've applied for it from YouTube, but they reckon it'll take 2 to 3 weeks. So once it comes, I'm gonna make a massive video on it. But I've got some videos I've been filming. I've been waking up very early, 6 a.m. for you guys. Now to help you as well. I also want some shorts ideas for videos that you guys really need help with, so I can make it very quick and easy for you straight away too. Isaac Omolo, well, for me, buddy, I only do 30 reps, 4 sets a day, and that's good. That's a good start. So if you are finding you do the 30 reps and you do the 4 sets a day, and your body is recovering fast enough, and then you're like, I'm recovered fast enough, I can do more, then start to do more, start to increase it from there, but only after you've recovered and you feel like you can do more. What are some ways to keep up motivation long term if you're not really seeing results? Okay, that's a good one. I really like that question. So if you're not seeing results, first of all, you got to look at your structure, because results is a great way. Results is one of the biggest motivations, okay? It depends. You still got to be patient in some ways, because results don't happen overnight. But then there's different kinds of people, okay? So there's people that, let's say, they love results instantly, or they get demotivated quicker. Now, if you're not one of those people that you get demotivated easier, okay? What you want to do instead is you want to basically find something that gives you quicker results first, but still fuels your goals. So for instance, let's put it this way. If I want to get bigger and stronger, I work with strength first, because strength comes in quicker. I see more results with strength. I'm motivated to stay on track, but I'll still be working with getting bigger. However, if you have that patience, then look at results. Don't make sure you also track. Find a way to track. So for instance, taking photos is a great way to notice your results, okay? If you don't take photos, how are you going to see the results? Or even the scale can help you, but I prefer photos. Now, we see ourselves each day. So if you don't take photos and put them side by side to each other, sometimes you don't see the results. So you need to be able to find a way to track it. You need to make sure you have good structure. Results are motivation. This is my biggest form of motivation. However, if not, find a coach. I'm a coach. I do coaching online. Find someone you trust. If you trust someone to actually take care of your things, then you don't worry so much if you're not seeing the results, let's say in the first week or whatever, because you know they've got a plan for you and you know the plan works. Okay, so find a coach that you trust and you know that has had a lot of progress with their clients, and that way at least you have that trust, and that trust is your motivation. That's what builds it. I hope that makes any sense. My knees pop when I do squats. Is that normal? Okay, that's not normal. We'll come up to that as well. So my knees pop when I do squats. Just make sure when you are squatting, Cassie, you're rotating your knees out as well. You're trying to put as little pressure. Your knees aren't come too far forward. When you come too far forward, you start to put too much tension on your knees as well too. And this is not really good for your knees. And this is one of the things you want to avoid. So go back and reanalyze your form and technique. That's one of the biggest things I'll say that can help you with your squats. Make sure you have no issues, underlying issues as well, that's actually preventing you from squatting without your knees popping. Again, that's number one. Make sure you're actually good to squat. So go to see a physio because they're professional, and make sure that you're okay to squat before you squat. That's probably a question for your physio, a professional in that aspect. I take 65 grams of protein a day, a body weight of 74 kilos. I'm able to still build a good amount of muscle. does that cause any problems even though I'm able to build muscle? Look, if you can build muscle with 65 grams of 70, with a body weight of 74 kilos, then keep going. Don't worry about what the what's it called this. Those are just numbers, just to give you a bit of an idea. And everyone is different. Some people can actually build muscle on less. Everyone's got different genetics. Everyone's got a different structure. Okay, so don't really base your approach on what science says because you're supposed to get a certain amount. No, you have to base it based on you as well too. Yes, I do have a TikTok account. It's Kwame Dua Official. So if you check it now, I think I've got over 4.5 million subscribers on TikTok, and you see the blue tick there as well too. You have 100K subscribers, but why do you have low views? YouTube just not being my friend at the moment. I've got videos with over 25 million views, and sometimes they decide to help me, give me lower views. My shorts do pretty well. I'm very transparent. I tell you guys everything. My shorts do really well, but I grew my account on YouTube from shorts. So my algorithm with my long form content is not as high. My live streaming sometimes is higher, so that's good, and I love it. But I'm still trying to work out YouTube as much as you guys. But yeah, I do have a TikTok account. Yeah, and I love TikTok as well. So, and as I love YouTube too, it's nice. How's it going, guys? So Kimmy Smilers, I stopped lifting weights because as a woman I started to look bulky. Is there a way to lift and not retain so much muscle? So Kimmy, I love this one because there's a big thing. So everyone's genetics are a little bit different. So some people, my sisters, for instance, genetically they can lift weights and they start to put on muscle very quickly. Okay, so it just depends what your goal is. So Kimmy, just before I continue answering your question, what is your goal? Is it to just build muscle tone, or is it to lean up? What is your actual goal? Because I can actually help you with this one. This is actually an awesome one. Howdy, Aubrey Royce. How are we? Small doubts. Under which organization do you compete? Okay. See you later, Barath. I compete under Musclemania. So, I've competed with Musclemania for a couple of years now. I started with an organization called WNBF, World Natural Bodybuilding Federation. And I competed with A and B as well, Australian Natural Bodybuilding, and that's what got me into Musclemania. And I competed in Musclemania internationally first in 2013, where I took out the junior world title. So, and then afterwards I started for my quest to get a pro card with Musclemania. I really like the organization. I like the look of the athletes. I like the aesthetic nature they liked. So that's the main reason why I actually competed with Musclemania. So they like that classic look that I don't know. I guess everyone is very different with what they want. I know you've got the IFBB. I mean, me personally, I've always been a natural athlete, and Musclemania was a tested event, so that's what drew me to Musclemania, to test during competitions, hold myself accountable, credible, and I knew I was also competing against athletes that were also natural. So that's what drew me to Musclemania. Is there any exercise I can do while I'm on my period without any cramps heading? No, this might be a little bit of a weird question, but I need to know. That's all right. I do work with females as well, so it's a question that usually will come up. Again, it's a normal thing. It's something that happens usually. Personally, always listen to your body. If there's an exercise that's stopping you and you're feeling weird, don't train, or just personally, I would go for a nice light walk, or just to keep active. And if you do exercises for like from the mental side of things, doing something lighter might actually be beneficial. A little bit more upper body exercises rather than squatting as well might be more beneficial. At the end of the day, you're still staying quite active, you're still engaging the muscle, you're still getting more blood flow. So that's still really good if you want to train then. Should I use heavy weights with fewer reps or light weights with more reps for building muscles? Okay, now I think both of them are equally as important, Jeffrey Okusu. The reason why I think they're both important is because they both have different roles they play. So heavy weights is awesome, but with fewer reps is awesome, but it's only if you can push maximal tension while your muscles are still activated. So if I'm doing, for instance, a bench press, I want to ensure that I'm still controlling and feeling those muscles while I do it. If I just push and I don't really activate the muscles I want, then heavy weights is not as beneficial. However, if I can get those muscles that I want to activate while I'm using heavy weights and fewer muscle groups, then you are going to the king of all movements. That's where that I would prioritize over, and that's where I'll kind of put that as a top place. However, if I go into lighter weights and more reps, it's also been known to help with natural growth hormone production. So it's also good to finish off. Sometimes some of those smaller muscles might not get used while we're doing heavier weight, so it's good to kind of finish off so you get more muscle tests overall. So again, this is why I recommend both. So this is like another awesome question. That's a good one. So I want to shred actually. I tried HIIT training and some cardio, but I just continue to look big. Now, Kimmy, this is the thing about the way you train as well. So you obviously genetically, your body responds to training like that. Okay, and that's not very common. That's why there's always jokes about girls wanting just talking about like just lifting weights and they think they're gonna get big. Look, some people genetically they get big so much easier. Okay, there's so many different reasons. Could be your myostadium levels, so many different reasons, and that's fine. It's still a gift for you because that what happens with that is you can actually have a faster metabolism with that. Now, what you want to do is also manage your diet efficiently with that. Ensure you're managing your diet efficiently and also know what kind of training to do as well too. So yes, I personally would say keep lifting weights because you can use that to advantage and you can build in. You can still shred and you still look good and still be toned up as well. Just know what kind of exercises to do as well too. And we can actually talk about this. Email me as well, Kimmy. I'd love to work with you. Or another thing is drop a comment below after this video because I want to do a video on that because that's an awesome topic. This is something that's not really talked about, so that's a really, really good topic, and I want to actually make a video on that if you can. If you can just drop a comment like on the actual video, not just on the live stream, because that would be actually really good. Because I'm sure there's a lot of other girls that are also going through this issue, and I think this would be a really, really good one to do a topic on. Actually, like I'm gonna write it down, but just so I don't forget, please drop a comment about exactly your question on the video. That would be awesome because I really want to address it. I really like that question. I just want to say you're an inspiration to me, especially your physique. I'm literally bunking my college lectures to listen to you. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate you. Honestly, I don't want you skipping your lectures, even though it's something I would have done when I was in college. But I really, really appreciate you, and I really appreciate this kind words. So thank you for that. That really motivates me. Right, I'm Bangladesh. I'm in Australia. Do you have any hour-long workout ideas for weight loss? Something I could do every day after work? Yeah, of course. I'll actually get into that in a moment. I like that question too. That's a big thing as well. So it's do you have any hour long should I go to bed 12:30 here? Maybe you should go to bed. Your sleep is important as well, especially if you're sick. Aubrey, do you have any hour long workout ideas? Can you also drop that on the comments as well below after this video, please? Because weight loss is a good one. I like this one every day after work. Okay, when it comes to weight loss, you probably want to prioritize your cardio as well too. So what you can do to break up for an hour-long workout is you can do about 30 minutes of resistance training. You want to do full body, so you get a little bit of your legs in, get your upper body, get your chest in, get your arms in just slightly as well. Then use about the last 10 minutes to basically work on muscle groups that you want to really improve on. And then 30 minutes, you can do it like a nice little walk on the treadmill for like 10 minutes and then jump on the bike for 10. And then go into like a little interval training. So 1 minute of high intensity either on your assault bike or either on the stepper, and then 1 minute rest, and do that for 10 times and you make your 5 times and you make your 10 minutes in total. That's an hour-long workout. I want to obviously answer this in a little bit more detail with the videos. So I think that would be awesome if you comment that below, because that would actually be really cool too. You guys are awesome with ideas, so I really want to help you. Thank you. I will Thanks, Kimmy. Thank you for that answer. Thanks, Jeff. Muscle building foods. How many meals a day, please? And thanks. I'm 5'7". My goal is 200 pounds. Okay. When it comes to muscle building foods, Ham and 251, your foods you want to look at are your protein, your carbs. Those are your two big ones. Fats is very easy to get. That's why I don't really prioritize. The fats are very important too. But your protein and your carbs. So I personally would go for, if I'm not vegetarian or vegan, I'll go for like, your meats, lean beef. But I try to have lean beef probably once a week at most, not too much, once or twice a week much. I love turkey mince and chicken breast. Excuse me if anyone's vegan here. I'm really sorry. And also, from vegan alternatives, tofu, some black beans. Also, what's it called? Another great one actually is quinoa, which is a grain, but it's probably a grain with complete protein. So I actually really love that. And yeah, then your carbs, I prefer rice. It's very for me, for my body, for my I've always been raised on rice, and my body is very good at digesting, and it doesn't bloat me. But you can find what works for you. There's so many different options. You got potato, you got pastas. There's just so much that you can work with. And when it comes to nuts, I've got some nuts and seeds as well. When it comes to the fats aspect. Cassie, good now. I'll see you on the next live, hopefully. Thank you for your help. The pleasure is mine. I'm always happy to help you guys. That's good. You guys are raising some awesome questions. And I like it. And it doesn't have to be bodybuilding. So any questions about it, yeah, just drop them in the comments. Dang, it's 2:34 a.m. I got school tomorrow. Watch a goblin. You guys are, it's very, very late. So, do you know what? I just want to say a big thank you to you guys because you guys have really, I know it's late where you guys are, but you're taking that time to come on my live stream. So, I really appreciate you guys. And it's good to catch up with you guys. I haven't really had the chance to properly catch up with you guys for a while. And I know I used to do live streams all the time. So, it's good to have you guys on. And yeah, it's 2:34 a.m. Go to bed. This live stream is probably going to be on soon while you're awake. When you wake up, nah, I'm joking. Probably not, but we'll see. Thanks, Cassie. How's everyone's day? So where's everyone from? Everyone on the live stream at the moment. Where you guys from? Where you all from? And sorry, I'm looking different ways. So my computer screen is straight in front of me. My camera is on the right hand side, left hand side for you guys. So sometimes I look at my computer screen to read your messages, but then my camera is on the opposite side. So it looks like I'm not looking at the screen, but I'm actually reading your messages. Awesome, bro. I'm a fan and will watch your videos. Thank you so much. It's late, but I had to ask you some questions. Thank you. I'm glad you came on, and I'm glad you asked some questions. And again, I want to be able to help you guys as much as possible. And yeah, I hope you guys what's it called? Are benefiting from this because that's my goal. Oh, from Alabama. Golf course. That's pretty cool. I'd like to go to Alabama one day. That'd be pretty cool. Dallas, Texas, United States. I've been to Dallas once. I didn't have the best experience in Dallas though because when they actually got stuck there from I was transferring off of a flight, so I was pretty mad because I was and pretty salty because my flights the airline had made me miss my flight and it wasn't fair because it didn't give me enough time to transfer over. So I didn't really have a good experience. But I want to go to Dallas properly when I actually go there and want to. South Carolina, that's cool. See, and this is the thing, like before the whole lockdown stuff, I used to travel to the States a lot. And I haven't really done much travel in the last 2 years. Yeah. I was always in America, always. Um, my home base would have been Miami, Florida. That's where most of my shoots will happen for BSN supplements. So that was really, really cool. And now that things are opening up again, we've got international travel hopefully in December. Hopefully, I can come back to America a lot more and do more of the expos, the fitness expos as well. So I did a lot in Ohio for the Arnold Classic in Ohio. Las Vegas, Nevada for the Olympias as well too. So yeah, just and Miami for lots of shoots as well too, and LA. I just loved LA in general too. So I was always traveling down that way, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I love the States. I love coming to the States. It's awesome. So it's really good, and yeah, just gotta enjoy it. What's everyone's plans for today? Is anyone training today? What you guys all training? I'm curious to know. I want to help you guys as much as possible. Just I'm gonna do some content creation while I'm on here as well. This is gonna be a long live stream today, guys. I'm gonna try and stay on as long as I can, and I hope my live stream doesn't disconnect. So while I'm here, guys, no stress. I'm gonna do some work as well. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Uh-oh, I don't have an extra spot. Okay, I'll leave that one now. But yeah, also, guys, if you haven't followed me already on all my platforms, I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Please follow me on there because I post other content on there as well. So stuff a little bit different that you might not see on my YouTube channel. And yeah, feel free to follow me on there as well too, because if you have any questions, feel free. Kimmy, you training leg day today? Woo! Damn, leg day is always a tough one, but I look forward to it too. So it's nice. I should go to sleep. Bye, Cassie. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, leg day is fun. What are you doing for leg day, Kimmy? I'm always curious how everyone trains, what you guys do. It's awesome. It's good to see. It's good to see you guys absolutely smash it as well too. Let's see. Hey guys, if you haven't already liked this live stream, please hit that like button as well. I want to see how long we can go today for this live stream. It's gonna be epic. I'm excited. I'm a Marine. My platoon's PT 5 o'clock every morning for about an hour. I believe we're doing sprints, fireman carry circle. Oh, that hurts just hearing that. That's brilliant though. That's good. I'm massive respect to you as well, Aubrey, because that's a lot of work. Yeah, it's intense. And for anyone that has done like that sort of training where you go like sprints, the fireman carry circuits, it's intense. So massive respect to you. So, and it's a lot of work, and it's good to be able to appreciate what you do because that's gonna be intense. But again, it's something that you probably love as well too. So see you later, Cassie, and I'm excited to see like you kill it. That's the main thing as well too. Okay. I want to start back my shoulder heads quickly. The bench press is my weakest exercise. I can curl up to 70 pounds. Okay. So, Herman, you want to start back your shoulders heads. First of all, go see a physio. Number one, make sure your joints are in good position to lift before you go into it. Second of all, based on what I've done, make sure if you look at one of my last videos, I talk about warming up your shoulders before you do stuff like bench pressing. Make sure you're warming up properly. If you do need assistance as well with your elbows and stuff like that, get some elbow sleeves. Check out the links in my bio. Like I've got some good places where you can get elbow sleeves and stuff like that. Your protective equipment is always number one when it comes to training. So that's a big thing to look out for. And yeah, if you're gonna go get into bench pressing again, which is a big exercise, a big compound movement, your health, your safety, make sure everything is on point before you start getting into it. Don't get straight into it, or you're only gonna cause more issues. But slowly, again, go see a physio. That's always number one. Kimmy says, I'm doing box squats, reverse lunges, cable, one-legged squats, goblet squats, hip thrusts, and a few main machines. So you're also box squats, reverse lunges, cable, one-legged squats, goblet squats, hip thrusts, and if you have, that's awesome. That's good. That's actually a good workout. That's good workout structure. And again, are you going for higher rep or low rep, Kimmy? So like, how many reps would you go per exercise? Vasrik, what's up? What's up, Vasrik? Thanks for joining the chat. How's everyone going? How are you? I am good, Vashrik. How are you? How are you guys going? How's everyone going? Again, guys, feel free to drop those questions in. I use heavy weights on leg days. It's usually 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And Kimmy, like if you're saying you're building a lot of muscle while you're lifting, you are stimulating your CNS quite a lot. You also, your natural testosterone levels are going to be also heightened, especially you lifting heavy. And 12 to 15 reps is still a good one, and you use heavy weights as well too. So if your goal is like, look, I don't want to build much muscle while you're lifting and you're feeling a bit bulky, you can drop the weight slightly and then control the weight instead while you do these things. So maybe just even slower controlled movements for the 12 to 15. I promise you will still burn, but it'll feel like you're lifting even heavier weights as well too. So just another approach that you can also use on your leg day. And just keep that control, focus on those legs, focus on that burn, feeling that muscle work as well too while you do it. But you might also have some really good mind to muscle connection. Another reason why you're feeling a little bit bulky as well too while you're training, which is a good thing. It's never a bad thing when it comes to that because you get to be in control of what you're doing. What's everyone's most hated training days? What do you guys hate the most when it comes to training? Is there any muscle groups that you guys hate training? Because I'm curious. Thanks. I'm definitely going to try that. Definitely. Let me know how you go as well too. I'm curious to see you guys absolutely smash it. Woo! What biceps? Do you hate training biceps? Oh my god. Why do you hate training biceps? Is it because you struggle to get it activated, to get the pump, or like why do you hate training in general? Especially because you're a marine and you do a lot of high intensity work as well too. So that's an interesting one. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Why biceps? I'm very curious. Is it true that when it bends, it's muscle growing? I don't like deadlifts and bench press because it's a little intimidating. Okay, when it bends, it doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are growing. Let me explain to you what actually happens and why your muscles burn. So when you're doing an exercise and you're in an anaerobic state, okay, which means you're not breathing much or your muscles are working over time. What happens is your body actually starts to release something called lactic acid. That doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are growing. What this lactic acid does is it's basically a system that's in lactic acid is actually it's a byproduct of anaerobic work. So basically, what happens is when you're not breathing, your lactic acid accumulates in those muscles, and then you start to feel the burn. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are working. It just means that I mean, it does in a sense because you're working in an anaerobic state, but it doesn't necessarily mean that yes, your muscles are growing, but it does mean your muscles are working in that sense. Okay, now what happens with the anaerobic status, the muscles are burning, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the tension on the muscles that's actually being put on the muscle, if that makes sense. This is just something that just released in the body that causes the burn, if that makes any sense. But also, for that to happen, your muscles have to work. So your muscles are working, but that doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are sustaining all the tears and needs for growth. But in a way, when it comes to growth, you do need to put tension on because that's a stimulus for growth. So if you're not putting enough tension on, there's not enough stimulus for growth, and then you're basically not going anywhere. So yes, the muscle bend does work in a certain way. It does mean that you are activating some sort of muscle, but I'm just helping you guys understand it. So what's actually happening in your body is actually a byproduct of your anaerobic respiration. Then that's what happened. Sorry, your anaerobic training. That's what's causing the actual lactic acid. That's what's causing the burn. Okay. So I don't like deadlifts and bench press because they're a little intimidating, and I don't blame you for that as well too. They're big compound movements, and they're big. They are some of the best exercises for you, believe it or not, when it comes to muscle building. But they're also the easiest exercises for you to injure yourself on there. So when it comes to deadlifts and bench press, even squats, I'll say always find someone that knows what they're doing to help you with form and technique before you do them or before you go heavy on them, because they can injure you. Some of the best things for you are some of the worst things for you too. So they're literally equally as good and equally as bad for you. So definitely work with proper form and technique. Use lighter weight when you start with these movements, and only increase when you're confident enough and you know that you're doing them right too. Or even hire a coach. One of the things I work with my clients with is I work with your form and technique. And if you're not comfortable with it, I'll get you to video it if I'm working with you online, just so I can see your form and I can help you with your form and technique rather than just going straight into it. I have a hard time with proper form. I never feel like I'm doing it right, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like if have like the best thing is always have a personal trainer or have a coach, because like we coaches, what we can do and what we do usually with our clients is we can be like, hey, look, can you send me a video? If you're not confident, I get you to video your form and technique, and then I can analyze it from there using lighter weights. So then when I am confident that you are doing it nice and heavy, you are doing it right, then I can be like, look, it's time for us to increase the weight rather than just going straight into it and injuring yourself, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna play online games. Bye. Bye. Breathe on, lift, or down in position. Now, this applies differently in different exercises. So, when it comes to, for instance, a squat, I take a deep breath in and hold it and come back up before I release. If it comes to bench press, I breathe out on my release, okay? So if I'm in the bench press, for instance, I breathe out explosive, and on my way down, because I'm actually focusing on that eccentric part, I take in a deep breath in and then explode up, okay? So it just depends on the exercises. But generally speaking, most of your release or most of your push or concentric phases, you're going to mostly be breathing out. And eccentric phase, you usually will be breathing in. So that's one of the biggest things as well too. Breathing is very important when it comes to training. So it's something to definitely consider and have a look at when you are training. But yeah. How's everyone going? How's everyone's training journey? How's everyone's training journey? Is there anything you're struggling with? If you just joined this live stream as well, please hit that like button. Support me. I want to do a very long live stream today, but I'm trying to figure out how long I'm gonna go for with this one. I'm also just about to post on my Instagram as well. So if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, feel free to check out my Instagram as well, because I want to keep you guys updated as much as possible with what I do. How often do you go live? And I'll love to catch you again sometime. I've only just started coming back on live again. I was for a while, like random times. I don't really have a structure when it comes to live because I've been very, very busy and my life is everywhere, and I'm trying to figure that out and find like one specific time to go live. But I'm gonna try and come on as often as I can. So, but if I do, probably around this time, or probably, I don't know where you're from at the moment. In American time, probably around 7, 8 a.m. Because then it'll be like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Down your way. But I'm glad that you guys came on live, and I hope you guys are benefiting from this in some way as well, because I want to help you guys as much as possible. So okay, I'm the biggest I've ever been at 187 low. Goals are getting just half your size with all the cuts. And you get the, how old are you if you don't mind me asking, Herman 251? What's a good casein brand to take? Honestly, I don't even take casein protein in general, so I kind of like ignore it, because I personally prefer, like, if you just break it down to what casein does, casein basically is just slow reacting, and like it basically is great for nighttime because it's a slow release and great for recovery. So if I have things like fats or high fiber during that time, when I look at the digestion perspective, with my normal protein, I should be able to get quite a similar effect from it. So that's why I generally don't prioritize or spend more money getting casein protein. I just get it like a WPI, or like for instance, I love I am an ambassador for BSN, but I also love their protein. I love the taste of it. Like, I don't just have things, or like I wouldn't rep something I don't like. So for me, I love the Synthesis Edge. Edge mainly because it's also lower carbs, lower fat as well too. But sometimes I have that Synthesis when I have a lot more calories to play around with. It's not even that much of a difference, but it's more for me. I love the taste of it. So if I love the taste of it, I'm gonna have it more, and it tastes like a treat meal each time I'm having it. So it kills a lot of my cravings. That's a big thing for me. That's why I love it. And then sometimes I'll combine with some nuts. I'll sometimes combine it with some high fiber foods just before bed, so then I'll have that slow release effect. So that's with me, like I don't really focus so much on casein protein, but if it's something that you do, then honestly it shouldn't really matter with the brand, to be honest, as long as it's a trusted brand that you like as well too. Thank you, Aubrey. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. It was good fun with having you on here as well too. Radha Krishna, how are you? Thanks for jumping on the live stream. Alan Gilchrist, can we increase our heights? I'm 5 foot 6 inches and 18 years old. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible with training. However, there might be other ways to, especially you being 18. Well, all I know is a lot of guys actually start to grow broader. So when it comes to width, yeah, yes, as you get older, one of the things I know is guys usually start to get a lot more broader, but I don't know about height. So honestly, I can't really comment on that. I'm very transparent with you guys and I tell you guys how it is. But I wouldn't lie to you and say you can, unless it's something I don't know of. I honestly don't know. I don't think you can. But I know you definitely get broader and your bench press and movements like bench press and stuff like that usually get better after 18. So, yeah. I'm right now, Christian. I'm 16 years old. How are you? Um, if you height and weight. Oh, my height and weight, if I don't mind. I am 177 centimeters, and right now I'm 104 to 105 kilograms. So let me try and calculate that in pounds for you, so you have a better idea. Let's say 105 kilograms to pounds. So 2 pounds. I'm googling this. I should have just asked Siri. 231 pounds. So about 230 pounds at the moment. So that's my weight. Pedro, my boy. If I get 2 grams of protein per kilo, how much of this can be ingested through whey protein? Is there a daily limit? Okay, this is actually a really good question. I like this one because a lot of people are like, well, can I go over my 30-gram intake of protein for ingestion? This is actually a great one. Thanks, Pedro. That's awesome. Pedro is my boy, and he's always killing it. If you're getting 2 grams of protein per, which is per kilo, is what is usually recommended. Okay, how much can your body actually absorb? Now, they say from scientific research that you can actually absorb up to 50 grams of protein. Some people say 30, but then further research has shown that everyone is a little bit different. Okay, and a lot of people can actually absorb up to 50 grams in a sitting. So, which is actually really good news because sometimes people don't have the time of the day to be like, look, I'm going to be eating 30 grams per meal and have like 10 meals a day. Do you know what I mean? If you, so this is really good, again, to help you. So I would aim for, the thing is, if you go slightly over, it's not going to affect you in a negative way, okay? So if I was saying to me, like, I had like 200 grams of protein per day and I was 100 kilos, okay, in my weight. So, and I was trying to get the 200 grams of protein. I had 4 meals a day, so I had 50 grams of protein per meal. Okay, that's totally fine for you to have it because yes, you have 2 grams of protein per day. With you being an athlete, if I went slightly over, let's say I got 210 grams of protein, that's also fine. Now, the way I'll gauge this is I'll basically look at my body and my recovery. If I'm recovering, I'm like, I'm not recovering well because, again, what is the point of protein? It's actually for recovery, right? So we want to ensure that we're recovering well. Now, protein is not the only thing that aids in recovery. How do we speed up our recovery? Okay, we need our carbohydrates to help us. So carbohydrates. What does carbohydrates do and how does it speed up our recovery process? Okay, if I have carbohydrates straight after training where my insulin is very sensitive at that point, I'm going to basically, it's going to act as a transport. So what this happens is our insulin levels go higher, means your blood glucose levels drops, and what that does is it actually sends all the glycogen being glucose from our carbohydrates into the muscle. Now, while it's sending the glycogen from your bloodstream or your gut to your muscle, what it's doing is it's actually creating something called a transport system. Now, this transport system means it's going to carry this little transport that's going into your muscles. It's going to carry some protein with it. okay? And then you can also start recovery a little bit faster. So this is great for when you have your protein, okay? You have like, I've got my protein, per kilo. How much of that is going to be absorbed? Well, your insulin spike is also a great way to also increase how much your body can actually absorb. Now, if you've already got some in your muscles, you know that there's going to be a good absorbable amount for you. So those 50 grams, hopefully most of it will be absorbed. Okay, again, there's a lot of factors that goes into this because it just depends on your digestive system. You know, how good your gut system is, how good your microflora in your gut is. So these are those little microorganisms, and how good you also feed in your gut. You create that environment for your gut so everything is absorbed. So it's a very, very broad question, but this just gives you an overview. So if I get 2 grams of protein, how much of this can be ingested through whey protein, and is there daily limits? Surely most of it can be absorbed. Again, if your body doesn't absorb everything, it's going to be released as urea. So I'll still go for my 2 grams of protein per kilo if I can absorb it and I have no issues or no health issues. If it is causing health issues, I'll definitely stay away from it. And one of the things with protein, again, if protein is not ingested, it's going to be released as urea, okay, as one of the byproducts. And so basically pee, if I say it that way. So making sure we are also hydrating, drinking a lot of water, because at the end of the day, if our kidneys are working, they need to be filtered out. We need to make sure that with the amount of protein you're also having enough water to basically help cleanse your body. So again, it comes to your health. Your health is always number one, and I always put that first, or put that on the pedestal. So I hope that makes sense and answered your question as well, Pedro. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm just leaving my live stream on while I'm doing work today, guys, as well. So once a question comes in, your boy is popping up. But don't forget to hit that like button. I want to beat my longest live stream. Breaks and water intake during workout sets. Good, I like that. Okay, let's start with water intake. So, what is the purpose of drinking more water while you train? Okay, now your body, your muscles have cells in them. They have these little cells in there. Okay, now these cells, when they're filled with water, they expand. Okay, now when it comes to muscle building, this is very important. So I want you guys to actually listen to this. When it comes to muscle building, it's not just one way of building muscle, but there's also another way called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. So what sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is also means is also filling up those muscle cells, getting them bigger so they expand, and you actually increase your muscle mass with that. So your arms actually look bigger, or your legs, or your biceps, or whatever it is. Okay. Now, when you are drinking water, okay, while you're training, a lot of that will be absorbed by the muscle, because that's being worked at that point, and your muscles are going to absorb those cells. Those cells become sensitive to water, especially when you have creatine or you have sodium, okay? If you have all these things, your body is going to actually try and absorb the water and make them bigger, okay? Now, when your muscles is filled with, these cells are filled with fluid, now your arms become 2 times the size. So if you're looking for a good pump, drink enough water during your training session. I drink probably about 2 to 3 liters per session, at least. And yeah, it's always number one for me when it comes. Also, hydration and strength. If your body is not hydrated while you are working out, you lose a lot of your strength. So they say about 10%, so 1% dehydration can lead to about 10% loss in strength. I don't know how true this is in theory, but I believe it. So just make sure you're not dehydrated through your workouts. That's very important. Rest breaks. This depends on your training style. Okay, so if I'm training, for instance, from a resistance point of view, and I'm also trying to lift some bigger weights, obviously I do need a bigger rest break to recover. Okay, if I'm also using rest pause sets, sometimes I can use shorter breaks to recover with heavier weights. However, if I'm also using lighter weights, if I'm just going lighter weights and I'm just trying to keep that time and attention training, and I'm working with time and attention training, then I obviously need less rest breaks. So it just depends on your training, it depends on your training structure and what works better for you. But I hope this answers your question, Herman. If you, I might actually do a video on rest breaks and water intake. Again, drop them in the comments on this video as well, because these are the things I need, these ideas. I want to see what you guys want before I make videos. Okay, so I want to help you guys as much as possible. So drop them in the comments below of this video. So actually, like on the actual video. So when I go back and I'm scrolling to look for video ideas, I'm like, bang on. Yep. Water intake during workouts and sets. That's a good one. Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes it easy, and I can make a whole video on it for you guys and help you. Cardio before or after or both? Depends on your goal. Okay, cardio before is great for if your goal is more on the fat loss perspective, and resistance training is not doesn't play a very vital role in your training. Okay, cardio after, much better if your goal is muscle building, lean muscle building. Because what cardio before is going to do is it's gonna actually stop you from being able to lift heavy. So that's a big thing when it comes to cardio before. So if your goal is, I want to build muscle, cardio after, 100%. If your goal is, look, I don't really care, I just want to lean up, I don't really care about how much muscle I retain, cardio before is better. What should be your average workout duration per day? It depends. Like, it really, really depends on. That's a very big one and a very interesting one to answer, because every muscle group is different. Everyone's recovery time is different. If you want your time of training to be lesser, then you want to get fitter, because your recovery time will increase, which means you can have less rest breaks between sets and still lift heavy, if that makes any sort of sense. But averagely, at least 45 minutes to an hour is nice. But again, it depends on your level of training. If you're a beginner, I don't expect 45 minutes to an hour. 30 minutes to 40 minutes is good. And then when your body can take more, you increase. That's why I mean it depends. It depends on your recovery. You don't want to force your body into something that is not that's like shock your body too much. You want to shock your body, but not to a level where it's not exactly sure what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? So that's a big thing as well too. But yeah, like it's a big part, and that's one of the things that we wanna really, really work with and wanna prioritize too. Someone chat, guys. Feel free to drop those questions. Your boy is getting some stuff ready for the grams. Also, something very cool. I'll show you guys. So I wonder if I can actually put this on to play so you guys can see this. Will be actually epic. See if I can drop to my computer and put this up on my screen. Your boy is gonna be a fuel man. I don't know if can you guys actually see this? Video that's on my screen. I'll move from side to side. Can you guys see that? I'm a little comic icon. That's gonna be me in 7 days. Woo. I'm a superhero apparently. So yeah. That one is it. I'll delete that one. How do I remove this? Remove. Yes, remove from my screen. Oh, you guys can see it. That's a little comic thing. If you down in my states. There's something cool. They're making me as a superhero for a promo. So I'll show you guys, definitely show you guys a little bit more when it gets closer. But yeah, this is one of the things I'll actually show you some stuff as well too. Now that I've got that work in, I'll see if I can drop in some. If you guys have any questions and have any videos related, I'll actually put them up on the screen, because now I'm still getting used to using Streamlabs. So I'm using Streamlabs now, and I'm still getting used to it. How's everyone going? How you guys doing? Feel free to ask any questions, fam. What's up, guys? I like that question actually. Hold on, I'm actually excited to answer that one. Okay, so how many days a week? Kimmy says, can you work out abs? Okay, abs. You can work out abs literally every day as long as they're recovered. Okay, that's all. That's the biggest part of it, as long as they're recovered. So if I train my abs and then they're sore, I wouldn't train them obviously the next day. However, if they're recovering very quickly, I can train them every day. I used to do a 5 minutes ab workout daily for the challenges. Actually, I did the challenge twice for 230 days in a row. And it was fun. You know, I loved it. You know, you can increase the intensity as you go. So you can train abs a lot more. Hi, Grab Daddy. Hammond, age. I'm 42. I'm 28 years of age. How do I get rid of chest fat? Okay, let's talk about that one. I like that question. The reason why people, what's it called? When it comes to getting rid of fat, we cannot spot reduce our fat. So that's one of the things is when you're getting rid of body fat, you can't choose where you get rid of it. However, if we talk about chest and I want my chest to look shredded, okay? One of the main things I want to focus on is actually using my chest more so there's more blood flow, improving the muscle striations, which is going to come from muscle maturity as well. So training chest a little bit more efficiently as well can help with showing a little bit more definition, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get rid of body fat first. Your body is not going to spot reduce where it's going to lose body fat from, if that makes any sense. There's hope for me. Talk to you later, bro. Let's chat. There's always hope for you, my G. 100%. You got this. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, it doesn't matter your age, guys. There's always hope. So I'm excited to see you guys smash it. Thank you. The pleasure is mine. And Grab Daddy, can you actually comment that as well on my video? Because I want to talk about that. Because the fact that you're thinking about that as well too, maybe I can make a video a little bit more in depth with that. So that hopefully can help. That's what I want to help you guys with as much as possible. I want to help you guys with videos on the topics that you guys want to know more about. So that'll be epic for me as well. That's cool. I like that. I like that you guys are bringing these things up. This is actually a big one for me. Thanks, legend. I appreciate it. So, is it better to work out in the morning or it doesn't matter? Kimmy says it does matter. It's not better to work out in the morning or nighttime. It depends what's good for you. Okay, so let's put it this way: your goal is not to build muscle. Your goal is to lose body fat and get shredded. So, which I guess keep muscle tone. So there's some sort of then there. Now, what you want to focus on is what time of the day are you one most active, two you can give the most out. I personally find that I can't do cardio in the afternoons as much, whilst at nighttime, whilst in the mornings, early in the morning, straight up cardio is brilliant for me. However, when it comes to weights training, I can't train early in the morning either. So it's kind of better when you can prioritize what time you're active. You feel like you can again push the most weight out. When I'm doing cardio, I feel like I can do it the best. So it just depends on you. However, life gets takes over. Sometimes we can't really choose our times. When that happens, then you kind of have to work around what time is good for you. It doesn't really matter what time you train, as like if it's in the morning or night, but it does matter how much you can give during that time. So it just depends when you honestly feel better. That's when is the best time to train. That's a great question as well. I like that. You guys are awesome with the questions. I love it because you raise topics that are awesome, and for me it's all about helping people. So if you guys can benefit from it, but also other people can benefit from it, because you're not the only ones with these questions. A lot of people are asking these questions. That's why I keep saying to comment them as well too, because I want to make videos on these ones. What's the benefits of working on the gym against working out at home when you have all the equipment at home? Okay, so if you have all the equipment at home and you don't need any extra weight, what is the benefits of working on the gym? It's only honestly pure motivation. It's seeing people, being in an environment where you are driven. When you are at home, sometimes it's very easy to get distracted as to what you're doing. So you're going to the gym just to train. So sometimes your main focus is to train there. That's why it's easier sometimes at the gym and you're more motivated and you can hit some bigger lifts and bigger numbers, and there's people there. Sometimes some people get their motivation from people, you're not in an environment. So that's a great question. I like that as well too, because yeah, when you are at home, it's so good. Like I'm hoping to build a nice gym at home in the future, but I'm still gonna go to the gym. I love the people at the gym. I love the environment. I love that everyone is there to train. And when you put yourself in an environment where everyone is like-minded, it's easier for you to achieve your goals. So that's where I guess it becomes a big thing, training at the gym, and that's where you see the benefits of actually training at the gym. So I'm not saying if you are training at home, I like home training for convenience. So if you have all the equipment, you don't need to lift anything heavy, definitely train at home. So that's the only way I would kind of rule things out when it comes to training at home or at the gym. You should do a video on proper gym etiquette for newbies, because I was so lost when I first started. Oh, that's actually a nice one. I feel so bad asking you to comment below these, but please comment below that on my video, Kimmy, because that's a really, really good one. I'm trying to also focus a little bit on beginners, because I know when I first started, I was lucky enough to have a good group of people that helped me, but not everyone does. So that's actually a very good one. So that's actually a good one. Thanks for that, Kimmy. That's actually a really, really good one. But yeah, that's a great one. The proper gym etiquette for newbies. But also which kind of direction you should take. And I guess I'm gonna write some of these down just in case you don't comment, because I think that's actually a really good one as well. Gym etiquette. and what you should and shouldn't do as well too. It's a good one. I've actually got a full video that I'm gonna release for things I wish I'd done when I started, which I think you guys are gonna love. That I think you guys are actually gonna benefit a lot from that. That'd be a really good one. But yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Kimmy. I really appreciate that. That's nice. This live stream has been on for 1 minute 14. Whew. I wonder how long. I'm curious to see who's gonna be here from the start to the finish, and how long this live stream is gonna go for. So, whew, I'm gonna sit back, chill a little bit. Feel free to drop in any comments. I know there's gonna be people coming in and out. So let's work, fam. I'm doing work at the same time as well. I gotta cut out some videos as well for Instagram, YouTube, all of that, and I'm content creating at the same time too. So I'm keen to get this happening. Feel free to drop any comments below, fams. Hope everyone's been having a good day too, and everyone is nice and safe, especially with the lockdowns happening, and you know, that's a very big thing when it comes to like safety. I hope everyone's been good. Ooh, I like just good. Hope we're doing well. I'm just uploading some shorts at the moment. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm actually uploading some shorts as we speak right now, guys. So make sure you check it out. Yeah, the reason why I said put the questions below is I'm also trying to get more long form content for you guys. So I want to help you guys as much as possible. But again, I want you guys to enjoy the content I give. So it has to be beneficial to you, not just for me, Thanks, guys. Anyone that just joined, make sure you hit that like button as well. I appreciate you guys. And feel free to drop those questions in. You guys are absolute legends. And yeah, I appreciate you. Again, feel free to also comment below anything you guys want to see more of as well too, because at the end of the day, I want to help you as much as possible. So feel free to comment on my actual video if you guys there's anything specific you guys want to see. And how long have all of you guys been training for? That's another question I wanted to ask you guys. How long have you guys been training for? Because that's a big one. Hi Bao B Singh, how are you doing? Sorry if I pronounced anyone's name wrongly. And guys, please don't forget to hit that like button as well. Please support me so I can make more videos for you guys. So I want to help you guys as much as possible as well too. Let's get this pumping. I reckon this is already my longest stream I've ever done, so this is cool. That's my goal today, was to make my longest stream that I've ever done. And I want to see how long I can keep this stream on for. Let's work, fam. Been training for about 2 years. That's awesome. That's actually really good to hear. Where do I live? I'm from Australia. Jeffrey also for 2 years. And so is Kimmy. This is awesome, guys. It's always good to know as well too. It's also good to know how long you guys have been training for as well, because it allows me to make more content as well based on, how long you've been training for, and, like to gauge the level of kind of like exercises and training I do, if it's for an advanced or intermediate, beginner level. It just allows me to be able to gauge that. So that's really good to hear. Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. And has anyone had, like, while you've been training, has anyone sustained any injuries? Make a follow along video so we can train with you. Yes, I love that actually. I love that. Would you guys like to see a follow along video of resistance training or cardio or both? Please, can you guys comment in, can you guys, and if you can comment on the video that we're watching right now, can you please comment on my video and tell me about, like, comment these questions on the video, like a follow along video. Hello, it's Calvalina. Hi, Calvalina. How are you? Comment on the video, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to make content for you guys. That's a good one, actually. The follow along video. I like that. I like that. That's epic. This is good. I like the follow along video idea for sure. But would you guys prefer follow along resistance or a follow along cardio? Or do you want me to do both? Yeah, I want to train with you guys as well too, and I want you guys to benefit from it as much as possible. So let me know And if you guys, for those of you that just joined the stream as well, um, ask me anything, ask me any questions, and please feel free to hit that like button as well. Support me as much as possible so I can make more videos for you as well too. What's my motivation for lifting? So my motivation for lifting is my goals. So I set myself some smaller goals that I kind of like. For instance, I say I want to get my arms bigger, okay? So I'm training my arms a little bit more frequently. And when I go into the gym, I'm like, shit, if I don't do this, I'm not going to get my arms bigger. So my motivation has always been goal driven, because a lot of what I do is I do a lot of my training and nutrition and everything for myself. So like it's always been goal driven. So if I go to the gym and I'm feeling low motivation, I'm like, damn, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna get my arms bigger. So my motivation has always been goal driven. And one is different. My motivation as well too is a couple of years ago I ended up tearing my biceps. So my motivation to train was also the fact that training was a privilege and is a privilege. So I'm lucky to be able to train. So my motivation was like, look, I'm lucky to be able to train. It's my own time to myself, so don't waste it. Enjoy. So that's one of my other motivations to train. But yeah, I'm curious to see what your motivation is as well too, to train. Where do you guys find your motivation from? Follow along for resistance. All right, done, done, done. I'll do that. And if anyone wants to see a follow along for cardio, let me know. But please comment below because I don't want to forget these because I have so many questions. Comment below these questions as well on my video. When is it good to switch up workouts? Okay, so if you have, let me ask you a question as well. Do you have a training structure? So do you follow a certain training plan for like a few like weeks or months and stuff like that, or do you just go off of just you just train intuitively? Like, because the way I structure my clients is we have like 4 week blocks or sometimes 8 week blocks. We train and sometimes I switch every 2 weeks and sometimes I switch every 4 weeks. So it depends on the kind of block and the structure I have with their training. So when it comes to like let's say a power building block, a mini building block is what I'll call it, where they're trying to build a bit of strength and we're using strength as the cursor or precursor for their growth, then I'll probably change it after every 4 weeks, okay? But every week, they'll if they have percentages that you're lifting, that's gonna change. So we're using a progressive overload as your gauge, okay? So this is a big thing. Whereas their body needs to also still get used to the workout more. So then I can't change their program too early, but I can change the gauge how much you're lifting, if that makes any sort of sense. However, if I do that when I'm trying to structure their programming and they have to try and improve, let's say in a squat or deadlift, in order to grow, then I can't, if I'm changing the exercises, then that's really gonna affect their progression. But when you talk about generalized, about 4 to 6 weeks is probably a good timing, or unless you go back and forth, so if you go in and out, but it's good to just switch it up to give your body that shock factor, stop your body from getting used to it because it gets used to every single thing you do too. So yeah, it's when it comes to programming, again, it just depends on how long you're structuring your workouts for in general. What would you recommend for grip strength? My my recommendation for grip strength is not probably something you like. It's pretty savage and it's more like getting rid of your straps, for instance, and also continuously like keeping your using chalk so you can grip onto the bar, but also doing movements like deadlifts, your lunges. That's how I've grown my grip strength, and like my grip strength is a very strong part of me. But you can also do other exercises like the roll in and roll out. So you roll in and roll out with a weight. There's so many different exercises. You can just hold a dumbbell or hold a heavy bar for a longer period of time, and also just keep increasing the weight and just hold it for a few seconds, about 8 to 9 seconds, because you be staying in the anaerobic state. So, but increase the weight. So there's a few different ways to increase your grip strength. But I personally kind of increase mine from staying constant with like big movements that require my grip, if that makes any sort of sense. Feel free to ask any more questions, guys. I'm loving the questions. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. This is the longest the stream has been on. Please hit that like button, guys. Please support me. I want to see how big we can get this stream. If anyone has any questions, feel free to drop in the comments below. How's everyone going? Does anyone have any more questions? Going on, fams? Everyone that joined, don't forget to hit that like button. Hope you're all doing good. If you're working a labor intensive job, will it be beneficial to do workouts during the day as well? This is a very big one as well too. It all depends on if you have the time to at the end of the day, and if you're not too tired. If you are working a labor intensive job, you will be probably getting a lot of your muscles working, but you're also going to be getting your cardiovascular system also working. So yes, it is still important if you do have aesthetics to build, because when you are working a labor intensive job, you don't really get to choose which muscle groups you get to work. So yes, you can, but you can also, if you're like, look, my legs are sore from working a labor intensive job, maybe you do more upper body. So you gotta kind of gauge that and figure out and be like, look, I'm working a labor intensive job and I'm using my legs most of the time, so maybe I can increase my upper body training. And look, also gauge it on how, which muscle groups and which body parts are growing, because at the end of the day, if you like, if you want the pure aesthetics, and you want to have balance, you kind of have to use that gauge. So that's where it becomes very important when it comes to that. I hope that makes sense as well too. Nah, no worries, I got you, fam, I got you. What are my thoughts on cheat days? Oh, that's a good question. I like that. In fact, I'm gonna write that down. Kimi with the goods, bringing all the questions. Pin commenter, how are we? What are your thoughts on cheat days? I'm gonna actually make a whole video on this. So when I started lifting, I liked the idea of cheat days, and when I'm dieting for a competition, I do still like the idea of a cheat day. However, same, but I like to rename and wear them different. Um, when it comes to cheat days, I like to call them treat days instead now. Like, exactly the same thing. It's cheat days are fine if it doesn't really affect you on the mental level, like on the mental side of things. So the reason why I like treat meals instead of cheat meals, let me get this refocus happening. Okay. The reason I like treat meals instead of cheat meals is because sometimes when I program my plans and when it comes for from a lifestyle perspective, now I use a more flexible approach. So what I do is actually allow someone, if they want to go eat a chocolate bar or donuts, for instance, like just a quick example, I programmed the guy, he lost 15 kilos, okay, in the span of a month and a half, okay, from 130 to 115. But he was eating chocolate and ice cream every day. Okay, and I put it into his program for him to have it. So I use a flexible dieting approach. Now this is more sustainable, more of a lifestyle. So I didn't really give him any cheat days, if that makes any sense. Okay, and if he wanted something, I could actually work out the calories and stuff like that and give it to him and kind of give him that option so he can still have these meals. Now the reason I did that is because when I restrict him for too long, what's he gonna do? He's gonna quickly jump in and go be like, look, I'm gonna quickly eat those chocolates. And when they eat the chocolate, they're gonna go hard. Like if you have been given something to eat for a while and you're restricted, you go hard. Like you finish a bodybuilding competition and you're like, I really want to eat donuts. You go hard. You don't just eat one, you eat freaking 20. But whereas if I'm actually allowing him to eat it in his meals and what's it called, have that in his diet, he's got the option to have it. So he doesn't have that. See, there's this theory that like when you always want what you can't have. So when he gets that chance to have it, he's gonna smash it. He's gonna go hard. He's gonna go way above his calories. However, if I'm still keeping in his meal plan, it's easy for him to stay on track and be like, look, at least I get to have it. So it's nothing special. Do you know what I mean? That's where we almost have to program the mind to think, look, donuts and chocolate are nothing special. Whatever, it's nothing. I can have it. You know. So that's the whole purpose of flexible diet. Obviously, if I'm doing a coaching someone for a competition, I wouldn't put them on a flexible dieting approach. Competitions aren't exactly a full lifestyle approach, so it's not exactly something that's healthy. But yeah, that's my personal approach, and I've had lots of clients. I've got lots of results with that. And if it's something that you want to work with as well, I can help you with it as well. Send me an email for sure, or just send me a message on Insta because I really would love to help you guys with it. And I can even do videos on talking about it. Hi, Kuma. How we doing, guys? Hope you guys are absolutely smashing it. I hope I answered your question properly as well too. I hope you guys got the most out of that. We're 1 minute 40 in. Are we gonna hit a 2 hour stream? Whew, this can be the first. We're already breaking the record of the last ones. So this is gonna be fun. Oh, I'm glad I could help. I appreciate that. Thank you. Definitely very informative for real. Thank you so much. I'm really glad I can help you guys. And that's my goal, like to be able to help you guys, because a lot of the times a lot of people have questions and it's hard for you guys to get a definite answer from it. And for me, I can kind of make this a little bit more personalized to you and help you guys as much as possible. But more importantly, I'm actually keen to see you guys progress, and I want to see you guys absolutely smash it, because that's, for me, that's my motivation, seeing you guys smash it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Hope you guys are killing it. Whoo! What's everyone eating for today? What's everyone's pre-workout and post-workout meal? I'm curious to see. I want to help you guys as much as possible. I'm curious to see what your pre-workout, post-workout meals are as well, team guys. Um, like, what would you generally have after your workouts? Trying to amp up some content as well, getting some shorts ready as well too for you guys, and I'm hoping it'll be very informative for you guys and you guys can benefit from it. Ramen, whoo! See, my younger brother loves ramen. I actually don't mind it as well too, eh? So something that definitely would be something to look at. Salmon and veggies, nice. Kimmy, do you have a very strict, like, do you, it's all your meals that you eat very strict? Because you seem like you've been into the gym for a while. Let's go. Enjoy. You gotta enjoy that food. You gotta enjoy it. That's epic. I'm excited. I'm jealous. Maybe I might have to change my meals for tonight. Let's take some oats. We get some eggs and some sausages after workout. Nice, nice. Whoo. Eden, long time no see. Nice, Jeffrey. Wait, salmon smacks. What's smacks? What do you mean by smacks? Hey, it's Dr. Kwame in the house. Your boy is here. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Eden? Long time. I meal prep. If I don't, McDonald's wins every time. That's good. Actually, that's another good video to talk about. Importance of meal prep. I'm gonna move my camera a little bit closer. So my apologies for the weird sounds. Whew. Yes, that is true. If you don't, meal prepping is a great way as well. Do you know what meal prepping is good for as well? You save a lot of money meal prepping. Always, it's number one for saving money. How often do you meal prep? Do you meal prep like once a week or twice a week? Like that's the thing as well. How often do you meal prep? I want to start live streaming some gaming as well. Do any of you game? I'm like, I used to game when I was younger, but right now I'm probably bad at it. I don't know if it's a good idea to live stream gaming or not, but hey, maybe I should. Is what I'm thinking. Father time. I have huge glutes, and can I slim them down? Yeah, of course you can. When it comes to losing body fat, though, you can't really target specifically where you lose the body fat from, so that's fair enough. However, what you can do is you can utilize these muscles more, so you build muscle tone, which is also really good and will help with definition. So that's one of the things that you can also look at. And of course, managing your overall calorie intake, because that'll help a lot further time. So, Kimmy, once a week, I usually have a shake and two meals and small snacks in between. That's really good. You seem to have got a bit of a structure going there, Kimmy, and it's good to see that as well too. So that's awesome to see that you've got a bit of structure. You wanna do that. Would I ever try calisthenics? Yes, I'd love to. Um, Talking about calisthenics, I was doing a bit of calisthenics training when I went on. Have you guys heard of the show Ninja Warrior? Ninja Warrior. I was doing a bit of calisthenics training before I went on Ninja Warrior. Look, I wasn't very successful there, so I don't expect anything. But yeah, I love calisthenics training. You know, like I'm pretty confident on doing like little things like muscle ups and stuff like that. But I love to improve it. Pleasure is mine, legend. The pleasure is mine. Nah. And guys, please don't forget to hit that like button as well if you just joined. I want to help you guys as much as possible. And again, don't forget to drop some comments in the video as well below because I want to help you guys as much as possible. Oh, you love Ninja? Oh, you have to check out the Australian Ninja Warrior one. I'm gonna do you know how we've got that green screen thing now on shorts? I'm gonna do some reaction videos to my Ninja Warriors. Stay tuned. That's actually gonna be one funny thing you guys are gonna probably have a laugh at. I I'm I'll post in the link as well to my Ninja Warrior run so you guys can see it because yeah, and who knows, your boy might be back on Ninja Warrior again. Who knows? Who knows? This time I actually train properly for it. Calisthenics, yeah, no, of course, yay. If you can avoid the injuries. If you can definitely avoid injuries to calisthenics training, 100% yay. 100% yay. So I'm gonna if you guys have any questions as well, guys, please feel free to throw them in now as well because this I'm gonna leave this stream for a 2-hour stream. I'm gonna try and make some content for you guys as well, try and drop some content. So today I was actually gonna make it more of a content day instead, but I was like, nah, what better way than to rather just come. I'd rather come on live and talk to you guys instead and help you guys directly because I think you get more out of it as well, and I can kind of speak directly to your goals and what you guys want. So after this, I'm gonna drop some content in because your boy's gonna create some content for you and make sure that happens. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So if anyone has any questions before I go for the last 10 minutes, please drop those questions in below because your boy is trying to make some content for you. Hi Chaya Das. Thanks for joining the live stream. Let's go. Please shout out. Okay, a huge shout out to Rhythman Paul. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Who's Rhythman? But I just did. I just shouted them out. So yeah, guys, 9 minutes till the end of this live stream. If you guys come in or anyone drops into this live stream later on, again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. You guys are the real MVPs. I've really enjoyed spending some time with you guys and getting some getting to know you guys more also, and also being able to potentially help you guys with your goals. And I'm excited to see the feedback from when you guys get to apply some of this knowledge. And again, I want to make more videos more in depth with what you guys did because I don't want you guys to just forget it. So to allow me to make more videos more in depth, please don't forget to hit that like button, but also more comments below on the actual video in the comments section what you guys your questions, so I don't forget them, because now you guys have given me great ideas for lots and lots of content. I've got so much content now I can make, so this is going to be epic, and it gives me more to do. But I want to help you guys as much as possible. Have I thought about using a ripstick? I've got a ripstick. If you mean ripstick as in the wiggly board, I've got one. Unless we're talking about something completely different, then yeah. I'm just checking that we're on the same page with what you mean by ripstick. It's a wiggly like board, like it's kind of like a skateboard, but you gotta wiggle your body, if that's what you're talking about. Don't forget to drop your questions below, guys. You should make a video about gym scammers too. I like the fact that you're so knowledgeable and care about your clients. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's actually a good one as well. Yeah. For me, the reason why I actually do what I do is because I like, I mean, I'll say it's selfish because I actually get so much gratification out of seeing my clients succeed. Like, it's not even just like saying it, it's more like literally, like, it makes me so freaking happy. Like, people have asked me, oh, so when don't you, like, why don't you jump on stage and compete? Like, at the moment, I've been able to help thousands of clients in the last few years that haven't been able to compete. So I've been able to give my time to them. But the beauty of it is, like, and anyone that knows me as a coach would know it's, I'll go that extra mile. Some, like, a lot of coaches might not even, like, I mean, there's great coaches out there, they'll give a shit. So I'm not gonna just put myself on a pedestal. But like, when you come to a coach, it's not just about giving you a training plan and meal plans. One is understanding, caring about your health, seeing what you're going through. Like, for me, being a coach sometimes it's not just all training. It's what's going through in your life. How can I help you in my way? What's my best knowledge I can give to you? So I've been able to have that. But I think one of the most gratifying and satisfying thing is it feels so good seeing that success and seeing the face on, like, seeing all my clients' faces when they make that progress, and just, I don't know, it's something so great. It feels like me being on the journey with them. Like, it's kind of like I'm almost living vicariously through them as well. So it's very nice. So when for instance, everyone's, oh, why don't you compete? I'm very happy. Like, I don't anymore. Like, my last competition was in 2017 where I won the pro overall world title. So that was the highest level in the Musclemania that you can win. So I won the whole show. But it wasn't, that was a bit of a goal for me, but it was actually to, like, as a numbers goal for me, because sometimes being realistic and transparent, you also want to set numbers goals as to, look, I want to win this show, I want to do this, that's fine. There's no harm in that. And I did, and I won it. But it was also kind of like, now I want to focus and help other people. I want to make change. I can inspire people through my journey. But that's only to a certain level. Being able to help people is actually even a greater feeling. So seeing people actually make that progress, and I've seen some of my clients win overall titles, it's just like, wow, like, you guys are doing amazing. And seeing clients being able to squat more. I had a client, for instance, the other day, well, he started off, I remember he almost passed out doing 140 kilo deadlifts. Fast forward to 8 weeks down the track, he was lifting the 210 kilo deadlift, and he came up to me, was giving me a little bit of smack talk, and it's like, look, I'm almost catching up to you in body to power ratio. And I was like, damn you, it's a bit of banter, but it's fun, and it's great to see his progress. And I was like having a laugh, things like that. It's just motivational. Clients losing up to 20 kilos in like 8 weeks. Like, I'm just like, whoa, I'm mind blowing. Sometimes I don't even, like, sometimes I forget that I'm, like, that we're even going through a journey of weight loss or this, and all of a sudden we put their photos together and we're just like, wow. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that's a big thing for me. I'm really, I feel that gratitude of being able to live, to see my clients succeed. And that is a big thing for me. I feel like I'm competing on the show when they're doing the competition. I don't even feel like I need to compete. But it's 2 bars with weighted bands on it. You should check it out. Wait, what do you mean, Abrax? Oh, yeah, the ripstick. But it's 2 bars with weighted bands on it. You should check it out. Okay. Drop a link in the comments, actually. I want to suss it out. Weighted bands, ripstick. I'm curious. I've just got a one that looks like a skateboard. Hi, Chia Das. How are we? How you doing? How we doing? This is exciting. You guys are very interesting and cool to talk to as well. And also cool to learn some stuff off at the same time too. I'm learning more about your lives and learning about these different types of ripsticks, and how you guys structure your meal plans, how you structure your diets, learning about more questions that I can actually make videos on. So again, like I said, thank you. It's not just a thank me. Thank you guys for joining my stream as well, because you guys have made a big impact and you're a big contributor to my channel. So I appreciate you guys, every single one of you that's come in, left, everyone that's been on. You've basically been, Kimmy, you've been on from the start right to the end, because I'm going to be ending soon. So I want to say a massive shout out, massive shout out to Kimmy Smiles, Smilers, if I pronounce it right. Massive shout out to you, because you've been on basically from the start right to the end as well too, and I appreciate it. And everyone go check her out on the socials as well. Drop them below so everyone can see it. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys actually coming on my stream. You guys are the real MVPs. And more importantly, I hope you guys all have a lovely day. I hope you smash your workouts eat some good food, enjoy the journey, because that's one of the biggest things, guys. Life goes so quick. Your time is the most valuable thing that you guys can have. So really, when you train, enjoy every moment of it. You know, reap the benefits of training, reap those endorphins, use it to fuel your day, do good things for people, you know, pass it on, pay everything forward. You know, when something gets given to you, help someone else, because that's very important in life. You know, there's always certain little things that we need to fill these voids in ourselves. So doing these little good things comes back to you at the same time too. So yeah, Jeffrey, you've been on for a long time too. A huge shout out to Jeffrey as well. I appreciate you guys again. Much love and respect. Again, I just want to say a big thank you guys so much. And yeah, absolutely love it. And if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, because I want to make videos, full videos on them, so you guys can benefit from them. If they're very short videos, I'll make some little shorts on there so you guys can get videos from it. And I appreciate you guys. Your boy is out. Peace. Woo! 2 hours and 21 seconds. We're going strong. Thanks, guys.